Hello guys, what's up? It's Adragos here, back with another video. Today we're reacting to 10 football rules you didn't know exist. I feel like I've watched this before, but it was a while ago, so I don't really remember much. I think I remember like if you score a goal from like a throw-in or corner, an own goal, a corner kick is rewarded to the other team.
Guys and girls, in today's episode we are looking at 10 unknown football rules. Things that you don't usually encounter in regular football games. And no matter how informed you think you are about football, I'm sure there's a bunch of rules you're gonna hear about for the first time. Let's go! Number 1. If you score a goal but the ball goes flat on the way to the goal doesn't count.
Yeah.
The reason for this very
I remember this, but the chances are very low of that happening.
unlikely scenario is that the ball must be pumped, or more officially, the ball must be
That's
of
weird.
proper condition
That's
at
weird.
all times. So as soon as the ball is not in proper condition, the game should be stopped. Now, I did find a clip where a player actually scores in the Champions League with a ball that basically explodes midway through the air. And to my knowledge, the goal did actually count. Probably because this is very difficult for the referees to spot. Obviously, the likelihood of the ball ever exploding in your football match is, well, quite flat. But now you know. Number 2.
So
Yellow
funny.
card for an illegal celebration remains, even if the goal is disallowed. For
Yeah,
some
I remember that one. I don't know if they follow that. I think they might. But that's just a stupid rule for taking your shirt off and you get a yellow. That's just dumb, because people have got reds over it.
some reason, football lawmakers felt the need to add this rule for the 2019-20 season. And as the name suggests, if you score a goal, for example, take your shirt off as you celebrate, but a
And,
VAR
like, also someone was like paying respects to someone, I think, and they got a yellow for taking the shirt
check
off.
disallows
That
your
shouldn't
goal, well,
happen.
you're still gonna be booked for an illegal celebration. According to the rule makers, this is because the impact is the same as if the goal was awarded. So don't get angry. If you celebrate illegally, get a yellow card and your goal won't even count. Number 3. You can be sent off before the match even starts. Now, you may or may not have been on the receiving end of a red card in your career, but from now on, just be aware.
Nope, I haven't. Because I don't really do red cards in my games. They do if you do like a very bad challenge. I do go for some bad challenges, but not anything like too bad.
That if you're acting like a complete fool already during warm-up, the ref has every right to dismiss you before the game is even kicked off. You could, for example, say something horribly offensive to
Are they allowed to use a sub if that happens or not? Or do you just go down to 10 men?
the referee
Wonder.
or a player from the other team. Or in the case of Patrice Evra, he was dismissed from the game after attacking a fan during warm-up in 2017. Once again, this is a rule most of us don't ever have to worry about, as long as you behave properly before and after kickoff. Number 4. The amount of players allowed to take penalty kicks in the shootout must be equal for both teams. In simple language, this means that if a player from Team A gets sent off during the actual playing time and we go to penalties, Team B then has to exclude one of their players from the shootout as well. This happened, for example, in the 2006 World Cup final between Italy and France. And I'll give you a bit of time to try and guess which player from Team Italy missed the penalty shootout because of this rule. But to run through the whole thing, Zidane was very famously sent off in the 110th minute of the game. And since France had
Wasn't the Italian player, didn't he say something about his sister, or was it someone else, or something? I think that's why he headbutted him.
only 10 players on the pitch going into the penalties, Team Italy had to exclude a player from the shootout. Did you guess who it was? Well, the correct answer is Gennaro Gattuso, who finished playing the full 120 minutes but didn't stand with the rest of Team Italy in the center circle during penalties because of this very rule. But I'm pretty sure he's more than happy with the final outcome. Number 5. You could start the game with just 7
I've heard that
players.
one.
We all know an official football game consists of 2 teams with 11 players.
And isn't it once you go down to, is it 5 players or less, the game just is abandoned, or is it 3 red cards or 4? I don't know, I forgot.
Each on the pitch. But before kickoff, if for whatever reason your team was short of players, you could technically start playing with just 7 players, which
I
is the
think it's
minimum
if
requirement for the game to go
I think if it's you get 5 red cards, so you go below 6.
on.
actually.
For the same
Or
reason,
below
in the
7.
11-a-side game, your on-field team can get a maximum of 4 red
Yeah.
cards. Fifth one would stop the game, as you would then
Yeah.
have less than 7 players on the pitch. Keep in mind that this rule does not include substitute players. They can get as many red cards as possible. So as long as you have 7 legal players on the pitch, the game can get started and go on. Although it would probably not be a lot of fun to start a game already 4 players down. Number 6. No attacking players
In my team, we've had to play a game with 1 less. Because we didn't have another player. It's stupid, I know.
closer than 1 meter from the wall. This is another rule that was officially implemented in the game from June 1st, 2019. The rule is that when there's a wall of 3 or more defenders, the attackers are not allowed within 1 meter of the wall when the kick is taken. Otherwise, the team will be
Quite a
penalized
few
with an
people
indirect
know
free
that.
kick. According to the
I
rule
think a lot
makers,
of
this new
people say
addition was
that.
implemented because attackers standing very close to or in the defensive wall at a free kick often cause management problems and waste time. There's no legitimate tactical justification for attackers to be in the wall, and their presence is against the spirit of the game and often damages the image of the game. So from now on, you're unfortunately not allowed within 1 meter of the wall when your team has a free kick. And if you notice your opposing team breaking this rule in your game, you gotta tell the referee to check out this episode. Number 7. You can't score an own goal
Yeah,
from a
that's
free
it.
kick
The
or
one I
throw-in. In
remember.
fact, you can never score an own goal directly with any kind of play that restarts the game, whether it's a free kick, corner kick, goal kick, throw-in, or penalty kick. But if you do play the ball into your own net, basically
Well, so
the
you
ball
just
crossed the
You're just at the penalty spot and then you kick it the wrong way into your goal.
goal line without anyone else touching it, and since your touch was the
that
last
goal
one, a
counted.
corner
The one Aston Villa, Birmingham v Aston Villa, that one counted. When I don't think it should have.
kick should be given to the opposing team. So to put it in simple language, if you take a free kick and score an own goal without anyone else touching the ball, as embarrassing as the moment would be, the goal shouldn't count. Again, this is one of those rules that you're most likely never gonna experience unless something insane happens. But regardless, it's a fun one to know. Number 8. The team that wins the toss can now choose to take the kickoff or which goal to attack. This is a quick one as it's pretty straightforward.
I think most people know that. I mean, I knew that.
But in the past, the captain who won the coin toss could only choose which goal to attack, but he can now choose to start the game instead. Now this is another recent addition to the official football rulebook. And while it may not be the most meaningful one, well, now you know it exists. Number 9. In penalty situations, the goalkeeper must not be touching the goalposts, crossbar or nets. They must not be moving. In short, the referee should not signal for the penalty kick to be taken if, for example, the goalkeeper is smacking the crossbar to try and intimidate the penalty taker and the goal starts shaking. Now I at least don't ever recall seeing the referee delaying the penalty kick because the goalkeeper is moving the goal. But no matter what, it's a rule, and I guess it's mainly the referees who really need to be aware of this one. And speaking of goalkeepers, lastly, number 10. Goalies can hold the ball for a maximum of 6 seconds. Many of us know that
I think that's in like FIFA and stuff, is it? Maybe. Can only hold it for that long.
after catching the ball, goalkeepers can't obviously hold on to the ball forever. That would be stupid, and the official time is set at 6 seconds. While most of the times, this rule is not super heavily enforced. Usually, it just causes the opposition players
was punished for that.
to get frustrated. For example, this incident with Mignolet holding on to the ball for way too long resulted in an indirect free kick to the opposition. Still, it's quite rare to see the referee penalizing this action, but now you know
Handball
about
there.
the 6-second rule. And that's it for the 10 quite strange rules you most likely haven't heard of before.
Okay, so that video was... Wait,
Let
let's
us know
just
in the
do
comments down
last
below
few
what other strange rules you're aware of, and smash the like button if you enjoyed the episode. And before you leave, you can make us super happy by subscribing to our channel for more videos like this one. And with
Oh.
those words,
I guess I'll subscribe. Why not? Put on notifications. Because I'm watching the video, so it's only right. So yeah, Hope you enjoyed that. Learn a lot. I think I watched this a bit of a while ago, so I sort of remember it mildly. I hope. Wait, when was this made? Oh, I must have watched it like February. So I've actually watched it sooner. So I sort of remembered a lot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed making a few reaction videos. As you know, we have to stay in and stuff. So I get to make a lot of these videos. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and bye.